The Planet Hank Live Show, the Brattleboro News Recap Show, the very best podcast in the entire state of Vermont. Thursday night, 8 p.m., we're getting after it. We got the very best content. We got some huge news tonight. I am so proud of myself for this one. We're going to let some people get in here. I got my iced coffee. I still haven't had any Celsius. I love doing this show with you guys every single week. Thursday night, 8 p.m. There she goes. She says first. Hashtag Team Hank already started. There we go. We got huge news tonight. I'm about to do the most important part. Well, I'm gonna drink some of this right here. The very best podcast in the entire region, soon to be the entire country. The sky is the limit for Hank, okay? I've got some really big stuff going on, and I'm so proud to be able to share this with you guys tonight. Brattleboro News. Wait, let's go back. Hashtag. Make sure you follow hashtag Brattleboro News. Recap show, and I'm going to share it into groups like I do every single week. I grew up in Vermont, Newfane, Vermont. Everything Greenfield, Mass. What up? Brattleboro chat. American White Wolf scanner. Cash for Brat. Dummerston, Vermont community. Bennington blotter. Westfield, Mass. Posting for all. The Planet Hank Locker Room, the very best group in all of the entire internet. Brattleboro, Vermont, scanner gossip, Brattleboro ranty panhandling degenerates. Let's go. Vermont news, shout out. Diamond Ape LLC news. Mature members scanner news 2.0, Keen Connection news and alert. All of y'all share it on Keen, ranting, panhandling, and junkies. Make sure you share it into your stories. Windham County, Vermont, and there we go. And let me share this into my story. And let's get into this bad boy right now. Wow. She's good. You should go on TikTok Live for more funding options. TikTok, you got to have like 25,000 whatever followers to be able to do what we want to do with the Brattleboro News, okay? The Brattleboro News recap show, okay? I love doing this show, and I've got some major news for you guys, okay? We have now, for my organization, Real Progress is now officially, let me throw it up, is now officially a legal PAC, a political action committee. I formed it today. We are legal with the federal government and the state of Vermont. We are an entity. I am the founder legally, and now we are able to take money in, spend money, officially put on political events and do our operations in the state of Vermont officially now. So if you're interested in supporting Real Progress and making a donation, you can get with me. You can fill out checks to Real Progress. And we will be taking over. This group has been amazing. We have had the biggest event It was amazing. The place was packed. Our speakers were amazing. I was completely blown away by the audience reaction, the outpouring of people who supported me the week after. Loved it. Okay. I'm still hearing about that. We have our next event, February 28th at 7 p.m. at the American Legion. I hope to see everybody there. I know it'll be packed. I'm going to have the same thing, several amazing speakers to talk about our community, to talk about bringing ourselves together, reeling in some of our immature BS to try to work together to get this town back on track. The town has a safety crisis that we're dealing with. We have a drug epidemic. We have all kinds of infighting. We have political fallout. We have all kinds of problems that we need to work together on. And now I am officially able to hold a political organization and get some work done. So make sure that you're there, February 28th, 7 p.m. If you'd like to donate to my PAC, make checks out to Real Progress. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be figuring out and setting up a portal so that you can submit donations electronically into Real Progress, and we'll have everything officialized. So there it is. Congratulations to Hank. I did it. I pulled it off. We are official. There it is. Congrats are in order. Let me read some comments. She says, woohoo, Michelle Morin, bow, go Hank. Awesome, Hank. He says, hey, buddy, Morgan Grover. Oh, boy, let's see. Are people sending stars? Make sure you send some stars. She said, 50 stars. Thank you very much to Erica Walsh. Morgan Grover, 20 stars. 500, Sherry D. Thank you very much. 50 from Morgan. He goes, hopefully you have a P.O. box to the post office to get donations sent there. What? Colin McGannon, what's up? Javon, Jocelyn, Deborah Waite, Sunny Rosa, Susan Hubble, Scrubble Hubble, Chris Frost. What's up, Chris Frost? Great to see you the other day, by the way. Blaine, shout out. Ryan Caddick, shout out. Everybody who's in here, big shout out to you. Jeff Morris, there's my man right there. Okay, so we all know how it works here in the Brattleboro News recap show. I show you the very best content, the very best news stories from throughout the week. I let us watch the videos in their entirety, and then I let you guys ask questions and make comments about the video. So with no further ado, let's move on. We'll throw up the very important news video coming from South Brattleboro.
Breaking news.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com. Tonight's story comes from Fairview Street in South Brattleboro, where Brattleboro police received a report that someone had thrown a glass bottle at their car as they were driving by. Brattleboro police responded with multiple officers and searched the area, and after a short search, the officers were able to locate a man who was bleeding from his hand and his nose and was intoxicated.
I was showing $1 99.
I was walking home. They have a tent down there. I don't know if them are people. There's homeless people there. I was just walking home. I swear to God, sir.
Okay. You have a cut on your nose too. Are you sure you're alright?
Do I really?
Yeah.
I fell.
You fell? Is
Yes.
that how you busted up your hand?
Yes.
Is there if I can look at it?
Yeah. I fell down the hill there when he was flashing his lights at me. I didn't know what was going on.
Alright, well that looks kind of fresh. Are you sure you don't need EMS?
Nah. That's just a cut.
How old are you?
I'm 21, sir.
21?
Yeah. I'm really not trying to give you guys a hard time here. I'm really not. I don't know what this is about.
After an investigation, the officers were able to find several full bottles of beer and other alcoholic beverages thrown about in the woods and some broken glass in the road.
Looks like blood on this box too.
Oh yeah, candles too.
That's not for me. No, you can check fingerprints and everything. I mean, I'm not the only one out here. There's a homeless encampment out there.
Yeah, I just spoke to Tom.
I legit was just walking home and caught me. I work and I make money.
Just confirming there
Have
was
any reason
damage
to
to the
steal
car.
this?
Negative 40, there is no damage to the vehicle.
Alright. Did you pick up the box at all?
Yeah,
No?
you can check fingerprints.
Okay,
My
well,
fingerprints
there's blood. There's blood on it. There's blood on your hand. And it's fresh blood.
You can
Right.
check it. It's not mine.
Okay, well, that's not how it's. Alright. So,
What do you mean that's not how it's gonna work?
there's blood on the box. There's blood on your hand. Alright.
That's not. Is the blood mine?
It's kind of coincidence that the blood
Is
there.
the blood mine?
How
Am I
how
being
how am I
detained?
supposed to know that? Yes, you are being detained.
All right, so arrest me, get this over with, and I'll deal with it in court. 'Cause this is ridiculous. I was walking home and now I'm getting arrested.
After questioning the subject, he became belligerent and disrespectful to the officers. He was placed under arrest and transported to the Brattleboro Police Department, where he was charged and later released.
This is fishing. Fishing for reasonable suspicion. I mean, don't you got crackheads or pedophiles that you can chase instead of me? I go to work every day.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good.
I'm Officer Turner, Brattleboro Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is what's happening, all right? You're being detained. We're going to give you a citation to appear in court for disorderly conduct, okay? And
Disorderly conduct for what?
go ahead with it. So, for causing disturbance in the roadway by throwing bottles
What
at
proof do you have when you're doing that?
Including criminal behavior and must not buy, have, or drink
You guys better
any
check your
alcoholic beverage.
facts before you do
There
this.
are several no contact
I'm not a
laws
dick,
and the trespass
and I
penalty.
respect cops and stuff, but this is ridiculous.
All right. You come talk to me.
I'm not a scumbag. I don't know why you guys are treating me like one. There's like 4 cops out here just for throwing bottles at a car or something. Doesn't that seem a little ridiculous?
Throwing bottles at cars.
I mean, 4 cops? I mean, I can understand if it was like a gun or something, but throwing bottles at a car? Come on now. Don't you got better resources to spend your time on? You guys sure you want to do this? Violation of probation for what?
No, violation of conditions and rules.
For what?
For engaging in criminal behavior, and we believe that you're...
What criminal behavior? Alright, whatever. I'll just deal with it in
Hey, is
court.
your hand alright? I see that you have blood on it.
I'm not gonna sit there and talk to you Freemasons.
Freemasons? Somebody locked up. If you look over your hands, man, it's all...
I mean, I wish you guys did this to pedophiles. The world would be a lot better place. Why don't you bug pedophiles like you do me? Exactly. You protect pedophiles. You put them in protective custody. You sit there and harass 9-to-5 workers and wonder why people don't like cops anymore. Not community policing, I mean dicks. You wonder why people don't respect you. You wonder why no one respects you. They're nothing but pigs. Sit there and search for something wrong with somebody. Yeah. Thank you, pig. Yes, master. Make you feel fucking superior. All for bottles or some stupid shit. How do you know it was even me? You don't. I was walking fucking home after work. But we'll deal with this in court.
Yep, that's where we argue these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the system...
That's why taxpayers pay for it and you don't. Fucking
I live
pigs.
in Vermont, I'm a taxpayer.
No, you're not.
Alright, let's walk in this car.
You're a Freemason pig. Sit there and pick on civilians instead of
If you go
pedophiles.
in the back of 7, there's a...
Imagine putting pedophiles in protective custody, picking on fucking 9-to-5 workers and wondering why people treat you like shit. Yup. Yes, master. Fucking Freemason pig.
I was able to get a comment from Sergeant Hamilton of the Brattleboro Police Department.
On January 18th, 2024, at approximately 0040 hours, officers of the Brattleboro Police Department were dispatched to the area of Fairview Street for a report of a man throwing glass bottles at passing vehicles. Officers were able to locate the man and placed him under arrest. The man was detained for a short time and later released with a citation.
Just because you are arrested does not mean that you're guilty of a crime, and the investigation is ongoing. I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com, sponsored by Brattleboro Ford. Yo! Okay, what in the Brattleboro is going on with this kid? Like, dude, you can't throw bottles at cars and be respectful. He's like, I'm respectful of cops. I'm not a dick. I respect cops, but you're a Freemason pig. Like, what? I've never even really heard people use that term before. Like, you're a Freemason? Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? He's like, you got 4 cops out here because someone's throwing some bottles at cars or something? Like if it's not a big deal. Like, so if you smashed a bottle on some moving car's windshield and they crashed or something, like, I mean, dude, it doesn't take a genius to, like, see how this could be a problem. Like, okay. And then for him to get all crazy and devolve into, you're a pig, you're a Freemason pig, you know what I mean? Like, come on. He goes, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know what he's saying. Exactly. She writes, thank you, pig. Yes, master. The fuck this kid. You could tell he was raised in a lovely home with jaded views. Exactly. Like, who raised you, bro? Who is your parents? Whose man's is this? Okay, like, dude, that's not how you conduct yourself, young man. Morgan Emery, shout out to Morgan Emery Grover, running for RTM, by the way. Huge shout out. We're all voting for you. She says, but throwing bottles at a car is respectful. Yeah. No, I don't think so. She goes, maybe he should throw bottles at pedophiles instead of cops. Yeah, there you go. Maybe you ought to go say those comments about you're a pig to a bunch of pedophiles. Okay? And hey, I agree with what he was saying, is that cops should be arresting pedophiles and fucking with pedophiles and busting them and pulling up on them with 4 cops and everything like that. Like, okay, maybe, like, okay. I have a feeling the cops agree with him too on that. You know? It'd be great if it was that easy to bust some pedophiles and pull up and handle shit like that, you know. That's an issue. I think we all can agree on that, young man. Exactly. He goes, Barbara Grant said, my father always said they didn't learn it at the neighbor's house. Exactly. It's someone's fault. And they didn't learn it at the neighbor's house. Okay? They learned it at their house. It's mom's fault. It's dad's fault. And here's my thing with him. That's not how you drink beer. Okay? You see those Corona bottles all thrown about in the woods? That's not how you drink beer, young man. That's not how you do it. You don't get 2 20-packs of Corona bottles and throw them around in the woods like that, spread all out in the snow, bleeding, with your nose bleeding, your hand bleeding, and you throw them at cars. You got 4 cops out there. You got margarita mix in the middle of the road. That's not how you do it. I mean, I don't drink anymore, but when I did, you don't go in the woods and throw your beers around in the woods and get arrested. It's not how it's done. Okay? I'm just here to tell you. Okay? You definitely are not supposed to be doing it like that. Nope. And then everybody's a Freemason pig? Nope. I don't think so, buddy. She said, exactly. You can be the environment you're raised in, or you can break the cycle. Like, buddy, you need to break something besides beer bottles up against them cars as they're driving by. Okay? That's not how you do it. Let me go ahead and set the mood here. Let's go ahead and play a song. So, we officially formed Real Progress into a PAC. Political Action Committee. We are official. If you'd like to donate, make your checks out to Real Progress. We're going to get some stuff done. So, some congratulations are in order for the work that we have done so far. This past week, we worked hard coming from the Real Progress event on January 10th to get tons of people who are like-minded and support the ideals of Real Progress to pull petitions and run for RTM, town reps. We have officially got 60-plus people to pull petitions to be a town rep at RTM meetings where they will be able to vote for or against items that we all will be affected by in the town. It's a big deal. Hillary down at the Municipal Center said she has never seen so many people pulling petitions. It has never been like this. It is a huge difference, a 180 from the town, even from last year. Last year, it's like lazy. There was open seats. There's just not enough people running. Like they couldn't get anybody to show up. This year, everybody's all fired up. We have mobilized people. We have shown and, gotten people off the couch and made them want to engage. So huge shout out to everybody taking a part in being an RTM rep. And hey, that's not it. You don't have to be an RTM rep to vote on March 4th. We are going to mobilize so many people who have never voted before in the town of Brattleboro to vote in March to go ahead and select and vote for the select board members that we want that are endorsed by Real Progress and the RTM members who are endorsed by Real Progress. So, over the next few days, what I'm going to do is I have created an email which I will be sending to every single member who is running for RTM and has pulled a petition. And in that email, there's a questionnaire that has 5 questions that I'm going to ask them to answer. Either yes or no. They're straightforward questions. And from that email, we're going to be able to tell, basically, if you are or if you are not sharing ideals with what Real Progress stands for. So we're going to send it out, and I'm asking people to send, if you are an RTM candidate, to send that email back. And then from there, we're going to make a large list of people running for chairs in the town of Brattleboro and having them basically being on a list that we're going to make of people that we endorse. And this is, part of our plan of how we are actually going to take divisive action to change some of the stuff that we see in town that we don't like. Okay, it's fun to go out and say, hey, this sucks, that sucks, there's crime, people are throwing bottles at cars, we've got a huge drug problem, we've got a housing crisis, we got all this, and everybody can point it out and we can all talk about it. But, we need to do something, okay? And then we go and complain when these activists or these extremists are able to whoop us in local government because nobody does anything. We are going to do it. She said, remind me, please, which select board members you are endorsing. Well, right off the top, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Tim Wessel, okay? Jill Stahl, Tyler, okay? And now there's one more seat, which is going to be part of an announcement we make for who we as Real Progress are officially endorsing. There is a number of people running for the 1-year seat. There are 2 one-year seats available and 1 3-year seat. So right now, it's a battle between Jill Stahl Tyler and Oscar Heller for the 3-year seats. Okay? I almost forgot his name. And we're not voting for you. So it doesn't matter. We don't need to know your name. We're voting for Jill Stahl-Tyler for that 3-year seat. And 3 years is a big seat to pull. Okay? So we are going to mobilize together, and we are going to put that woman in that chair, and she is a badass. Okay? She is an excellent, very smart woman who has done tons of things. She spoke at my first event, Real Progress 1. She spoke about a petition she started. She was able to crush signatures. She didn't have a lot of time to get it done, but with the event and with her work on the ground, we were able to get over 50% of the signatures in less than a week. And I'll tell you like this. The topic was whether or not we should be able to have a vote as a town before they can try to build a safe injection site in Brattleboro. And so the petition, we didn't have time to get all the signatures we needed. So the extremists wanted to try to yell and shout during the select board meeting saying, blah, blah, blah. They didn't get so we shouldn't be able to have a vote for that item. So the select board, being badasses, they went ahead and added the issue to the warning for the March 4th vote. So the town is going to have a say, and if they want to have a say before there is a needle injection site added to the town of Brattleboro. So, you know, and that passed 4-1 at the select board, and then at the second meeting, it passed 4-0. And I'll tell you like this, the only person who on the select board who would have voted for that at all was Daniel Quip, because he's a radical and he is out of his mind, and he's from the UK, and he's just got some ideas that I don't personally agree with. And there were people standing up at the select board talking about safe injection sites and spitting all this misinformation and inaccuracies out. And when I tried to speak and stand up and talk about it, they didn't want to let me talk. They didn't want to. They knew they were about to get whooped on the topic. I am very well versed in safe injection sites and how much of a failure they have been across the board. And I will always push back on that. And the town of Brattleboro will always push back on that. Exactly. He says real progress, not progressive. Exactly. Real progress. And people want to know where that idea came from. And I'll tell you like this. It's my progress. It's my progress. It's my progression. It's me. It's me going from entertainer to politician. It's me from being a comedian and a jokester and going about things the way that I have, and then learning the whole time and seeing, hey, look, we got a problem. What I have learned from 500 police scenarios that I have been a part of, I said, wow, look at this. This is what we need to do. This is what I've learned. This is what I have witnessed over the course of all this time, and this is what I think now. Okay, and so how do I take my very large platform and my ability to entertain and captivate people and use it for something good? And I'll tell you, ever since I started this, it has been wildly popular. You guys are the reason for that. And I thank you, because it's so amazing. All the support that you guys give me, amazing. And it's so powerful. All I'm really doing is echoing what all of you have said to me so many times. People are in my inbox. People are emailing me. People are stopping me in the street and telling me their concerns and their stories and firsthand accounts of what has happened to them in Brattleboro. And I have taken that information and I listen. I listen to the negative. I listen to the positive. I listen when people trash me out. I listen when people support me. And it's been humbling, the response that I've had. And we are going to take that and turn it into something amazing, you know? And this isn't my work. This is our work. We are all going to team up and be the massive majority of people and make this real change. And it's ridiculous. He goes, it was awesome when that woman called Dan out. Absolutely. After those people at that meeting, after Dan wouldn't let me speak, all the people in the comments started sticking up for me and saying how ridiculous Daniel Quip was at the meeting. She said, so this is the serious Hank. He goes, Jeff Bush, he likes to put the heat on people. Yeah. He said he is the little heat miser. He goes, looking awfully fluffy, ain't me thinking the heat miser. He goes, he got a haircut. Yes, Jill and Tim. Okay, Shawnee Blaze. He goes, this town is full of tweakers who never properly been chastised by their parents or given the proper guidance on how to respect your elders as well as law enforcement. They're too entitled. Exactly. He goes, did you get a perm? Hell yeah, I got a perm. Yo, we got a permanent haircut. She said, Jill is equally awesome. He said, hopefully Tim will campaign in the vessel again. Yes. He goes, the Reformer's hosting a debate for candidates for the select board. Speaking of the Reformer, I have been crafting a response to some of the very negative things and op-eds in the Reformer, op-eds in the comments on Facebook in groups that I suggest that people don't go to, such as the Brattleboro, Vermont Facebook group. It's full of hate. It's full of anti-Jewish rhetoric. It's full of extremists who all team up and try to single out and attack so many of our people in Brattleboro and make them feel uncomfortable. Several elderly people in our community have reached out and said that they do not feel safe speaking up, speaking their mind, saying their opinions, that they don't feel safe being around the protesters and some of the nasty anti-Jewish things that they've said and done around town, that they're very worried when they leave their car. They can't even walk into the post office because of the protests. And so I've been crafting this response to go into the Reformer. I spoke with the chief editor, Jordan, who is a very nice man and my buddy. Okay, and and he was like, Hank, you should do something and put it in the paper. So I've been forming what I'm going to say, and you should be able to read that very soon. Joanne Rodriguez says, remind me when the next meeting is. Very good idea. So the next Real Progress meeting is February 28th at 7 p.m. at the American Legion. Our biggest news for the day is that we are an official political action committee as of today, and everything is filed with the state, and it's amazing. And I'm super proud of myself and all the people who have helped me pull this off, and I love it. So the next meeting, which is an event, it's not a meeting, it's a speaking event. There will be several speakers. And we've reached out to Governor Phil Scott, and hopefully he shows up and takes part in the meeting. And that would be great.
Vermont hasn't really felt like Vermont lately, has it? There have been changes. The priority and tradition of protecting children from drugs and crime has shifted. Our most vulnerable and easily influenced group is being exposed to the underworld of narcotics. More and more children in Vermont are being traumatized by the actions of adults. Vermont has the second highest cocaine usage rate in the country at 2.99%. We cannot risk our children's futures in the name of activism and virtue politics. We need to hold criminals and drug abusers accountable and change our laws to protect our youngest population. We need to organize. We need real progress.
So there it is, Real Progress. I love that. I love that ad that I made, and there is a lot more to come. I have so much stuff planned for you guys in that, and it's amazing. So let me go ahead and throw on some music right here. We all love to listen to a little, you know, this and that.
Brattleboro news is the best news, and it's not even close.
So we are looking for new sponsors, companies, anybody who has a business, a message, an organization, an event. If you need to get people to pay attention to your advertising, you need to get up with the Brattleboro News and the Brattleboro News Recap Show. We have all the views, okay? We have more views than any other place that you will be able to put your logos. our content and our news videos are so controversial and exciting, people will go back several times and watch them. And every single time that they go back and look, your logos and advertising will be featured. It is imperative to get involved and to throw your logos up, okay? So, with no further ado, let's announce some of the very best companies in our town. Brattleboro Ford, okay? Brattleboro Ford has helped me since day one with the Brattleboro News. They mean so much. This is a huge company. Ford is a major name in automobiles. Thank you. Huge shout out to Brattleboro Ford. King's Electric, the very best electrical contractors, a huge business in our town. They've helped so many. These people are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate all the help that they give me. Zico's Haircuts. Go get your hair cut over in the Hannaford's Plaza. Great. Megan is great. She cut my hair. Vermont Roadworks, Asphalt and Paving. Huge shout out to Fred Cheney, the best asphalt and paving company in the region. Home Security Service, huge shout out to Tim and everything that he has done for me. HSS Alarm, in the business of peace of mind since 1969. You'll see them all over the town, keeping people safe. Brattleboro Towing and Recovery, absolutely love this company. My man Joe, he's a huge supporter. They got Planet Hank stickers on all their trucks. They're always helping people out, especially in the winter if they slide off the road or what have you. Kresge's up there off Canal Street. Mike is dope. He has helped me so much. If you've got any work that you need done to your car, parts put in, repairs, routine maintenance, you got to get up there and let them help you out. And, of course, Rod's 24-hour towing and gas, the only one in Putney. These people are amazing. They were at my event. They support me so much. If you're in Putney, make sure to stop into Rod's. And like I said, if you got a business or something, you need to get up with Brattleboro News and get yourself in, help sponsor, help support me, do the thing. Okay, and enough said. So, moving on to the weather. This week's weather. The Brattleboro News 7-day forecast. Thursday, 26 degrees, cloudy. Friday, rainy, 40 degrees. Man, tomorrow. Saturday, we got sunny, 34 though. Okay, Sunday, snow, 45% chance. Monday, snow, 65% chance. Man, Tuesday, sunny and 38. Wednesday, snow, 45%. Man, we got tons of snow in the forecast. Come on. Is it spring yet? Like, are you kidding me? Okay, so let me go ahead and throw up the very next topic that I have and I love doing these. I absolutely love talking about this stuff in our community and doing these different things. Let me go ahead and do it like this. Stop sharing. Let me go ahead and present, share screen. And so I've created planethank.com. And our insights on the page are through the roof. So many people have been tuning in to the Brattleboro News articles, commenting on Facebook, and discussing what's going on. So we've got the article we posted called The Real Cost of a Community Struggling with Drugs and Safety. And as I scroll down, you can see some of the pictures from the news videos and the coverage that I've done from around town. So let me just read a little bit of this, and then I'll leave it to you guys to be able to go and read it and then add to the conversation on Facebook. Today in Brattleboro, Vermont, citizens are experiencing the fallout from a drug epidemic like we have never seen before. Every day, we have people overdosing on fentanyl and xylazine, smoking crack, and abusing alcohol. The effects of these drugs are not solely experienced by users, but shared throughout communities in various ways. Drug abusers experience lower quality of life and increased health risks, deterioration of overall health, and increased mental instability. The experience of having a family member, a loved one, a friend or a neighbor addicted to drugs is something most people have to cope with in Brattleboro. Our businesses have decreased in sales reported, and shops have closed due to the effects drugs have had on visitors who no longer want to travel to our town. And so I'll pop that down and we'll just sort of talk about it. And I'll also advocate for you guys to pop over to planethank.com and check out some of the other articles that we have, which have been wildly popular around town. So obviously we experienced this whole entire drug epidemic, crime, and safety crisis that we have going on. There's been huge debates with it with the select board. There's been huge debates with it all over town. But one thing that I have already, one thing that I'm really worried about, hold on, what happens? He said, any particular, wait a minute. He goes, Hank is gay for Hank. He goes, is it possible Hank is gay? Oh my God, here we go. Here we go. Maureen appears to be gay for Hank. Yes, he videotaped me making love, but it was all dick and balls from his angle. Ew, he's an interesting tank. Hank overdosed on fentanyl 5 times in his dark, dark past. No. He goes, pop over to planethank.com, see the full frontal nudity. Yes. I love when people roast me in the comments. Big shout out to freaking baby knees, Dylan Pilcher. And watch your mouth, Dylan. Okay? Real progress is in here, and they will get you. They will get you. But, okay, so during the post that we were talking about for the drug epidemic in town and everything going on, one of these people who is an extremist, and the comments are still up, someone was talking about how they don't feel safe going downtown. It was a woman. She was saying, I don't feel safe going downtown. There's a lot of people putting their worries out there and what they've experienced in Brattleboro in short paragraphs as responses to the article. And then one of these extremists started trying to shame the woman for saying that she didn't feel safe in Brattleboro, saying that Brattleboro is not scary. She's down there all the time. And she basically just took the bait of basically shaming victims, shaming people who have been broken into. She said, has anybody ever even been attacked? Has any crime ever even happened? And it's like, these people, they just are so mad that their narrative is not coming out to be true. And this is why I've thought about it a lot. It's like, why are they so mad about Hank? Why are they so mad about the Brattleboro News putting news stories out? And it's because this narrative that they're trying to push, that they are somehow going to defund the police and reestablish the safety in town through social workers and nonprofits. And all of this crime and the upticks and the failures and all of the stuff people are experiencing and the victimhoods and everything happening, they do not want to validate your concerns, because it basically is a roadmap to prove that their theory is not working, that the money that we've given them has been, ineffective, and they're pissed off about it. They do not want that highlighted. They have this like hero complex where they like want to be the solution, and they're trying to monetize themselves, their organizations, their political parties, whatever it is, into being the reason things are better, when it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So anytime anybody says that they're scared, or that they fear crime, or that crime is happening, or they don't like drugs, these people start to attack you and act like you have no compassion. And so that's exactly what played out. And then she started trying to insult me and saying I'm the most divisive person that she's ever heard of, and like all this stuff. And then I said, hey, you're one of the people that's going around in town making Jewish people uncomfortable and fear to get out of their vehicles. And they've been messaging me about you. And she was like, yeah, well, if me talking about Gaza and then that's on them. And it's like, yeah, exactly. Take your hate out of my comment section. You hate Israel. You hate. It's all hate. You hate me. You hate whatever we're doing. You hate the Brattleboro News. You hate anybody who doesn't agree with you. That's full of hate. I'll tell you like this. I don't hate anybody. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I literally started real progress to reel in my own divisiveness, and I've stopped that. I don't do that during my podcast anymore. I don't do that, and it's not represented in my content at all. And I'm working on myself, and I always will. I would love to see some of these people who trash me out and say how awful I am stand in front of 300 people and criticize yourself the way that I do at my events, because I don't think that you have it in you. He goes, Jackie Reynolds writes, Dylan Pilcher, your point. Nobody better take the warning. Nobody better to take the warning from than somebody who has been there. Even if this is true, it changes nothing. Bet you $1 all of his fans would agree. He said, yeah, man. He goes, I still got the golden ticket, MF. Oh, boy, Hank Cobia with a golden. Yo, we got to do a golden ticket giveaway on the Planet Hank live show again. We used to play a game on Planet Hank. Let me see. We used to do a game where we would do a golden ticket giveaway where if you... Oh, boy, here we go. Hold on. Yes. Okay. This is a golden ticket, okay? This is a Utah Goldback. Let me buff it up a little bit here. Oh, boy. Dude, you just gave us a flash from the back. This is a 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold, which is put onto the back of this Utah gold back. Okay, this is a golden ticket. Why don't we go ahead? Okay, so we will do the game right now. I am picking a number. This is how we play. Okay, so in the comments, you got to write yes. Write yes. If you want to play the golden ticket game, I need 3 people to say yes. Type hashtag Team Hank yes in the comments, and we will play the golden ticket giveaway game. Okay, I love doing this. See, right? Hank says yes, yes, yes. Look at all the yeses. All right, now give me 3 hashtag Team Hank. Yes, let's go. Hashtag Team Hank. Yes, there we go. Hashtag, okay, yes. Okay, that's enough. You guys did it. Okay. Let me go ahead and throw this up. So here's how we play the golden ticket giveaway game. You're going to get that golden ticket. I have written down a number between 1 and 100. The first person to successfully type the number in the comments, and I see it, will win this Utah Goldback, starting now. Pick a number, 1 through 100. First person to type the correct number in the chat wins the Goldback. There we go. Let's go. Not yet. One thousandth of a troy ounce. Oh, there it is. Joanne Rodriguez. She wins. Look at that. Joanne Rodriguez. You win a Utah Goldback. 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold, which is the golden ticket, the absolute goldenest golden ticket ever. You're going to the Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory. You win. There it is, Joanne Rodriguez. Oh, and this is the funny part. She lives at 9 Canal Street, okay? And she's been dealing with Elizabeth Bridgewater's building. So there it is. Joanne Rodriguez, you win, and super proud of you. Great guess, number 47. And for people who didn't believe me, there it is, written right there, number 47. for the winner of the Utah Gold Bag. So I will make sure that you get that. All right, so we have another very funny and crazy. Let me tell you, she said, congrats. So this story rocked our community, okay? This was insane to people. People were so mad about this story. It was very serious what was happening in our hometown. Several parents lost their minds about it. And let's go ahead and play a very important news story coming all the way out of South Brattleboro, actually. Let me go ahead and let's go ahead and do this. I have to switch this screen. And this was heinous. I mean, like, come on, bro. You got to be out of your mind. Like, we're not having it. So here we go. Let me go ahead and do this. And we got a very important news story coming out of South Brattleboro.
Breaking news.
I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com. Tonight's story comes from Valgar Street in South Brattleboro, Vermont, where police arrested Kresge Lundy for making threats online in a series of cryptic Facebook posts. The Brattleboro police responded to a Valgar Street residence and arrested Lundy first thing in the morning before school started, but not before some local parents were very concerned about their children's safety. The threats started off directed towards another local male and quickly escalated into threats towards local schools. The threat specifically stated, "I should act like you crackers and shoot up the school." The confrontation was sparked over a child support dispute between Kresge's girlfriend and her child's father, and there has been a long history of negative interactions between the two men. After the initial arrest, the Brattleboro Police Department conducted search warrants at the Valgar Street residence and in a vehicle in West Brattleboro. During the search of the residence, one man was detained who became very upset with officers. He was later released with no charges.
Where's the search warrant? You haven't presented shit.
You are detained.
For what crime?
You are detained.
For what crime? You have to tell me.
Nate, stop.
Suck
What's
my
the
dick, bitch.
All right, fine.
The fuck am I getting charged for?
Nate, nothing right now.
Then let me out of
Line.
detention.
Did you not hear the
Stop
detective?
charging
Did
me.
you not hear what Detective Line told you?
You have
You're
not
not.
shown me any fucking paperwork either. The fuck?
Look. Stop kicking me inside of my cruiser.
No, give me a fucking attorney, son. No, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Let me the fuck out of here.
Kresge Lundy was previously featured in the Brattleboro News on New Year's Eve when he was arrested for violation of a court order. He was charged with criminal threatening and domestic terrorism and held on $20,000 bail. I was able to get a comment from Sergeant Law of the Brattleboro Police Department.
On January 24th, the Brattleboro police were made aware of threats that were made online. The threats were coming from Kresge Lundy. They turned into a series of threats towards a person and also towards schools in the town. Brattleboro police arrested Kresge Lundy before school started on the 25th. Kresge Lundy is held on $20,000 bail and charged with criminal threatening and domestic terrorism.
Just because you are arrested does not mean that you're guilty of a crime, and the investigation is ongoing. I'm Hank with Brattleboro News and PlanetHank.com, sponsored by Brattleboro Ford.
So that was bizarre. What in the Brattleboro are you doing, bro? Like, that makes no sense at all. Like, you're literally just gonna threaten the school like that? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? All kinds of parents, like, the comment sections and went nuts. That video has like 23,000 views on it. The town was shocked by this. Like, did not see that one coming. Parents were pissed off that they had already dropped their kids off at school when they found out about the story. So the police arrested the guy before school started. So they went first thing in the morning. They knew all about it. They saw this stuff firsthand, and they responded and arrested the guy. They charged him with domestic terrorism, criminal threatening, $20,000 bail, etc. He's being held. But, like, parents were pissed, okay, and understandably so. And in a situation where someone's making threats to a school, parents are never going to listen to any of that. He was arrested before school, They were, the school was on top of it. There's this, no parent is going to listen to any of that. They just wanted to be made aware before they drop their kids off, period. Regardless of what happened, even if he was arrested at 2 a.m, they did not want to bring their kids to school. Moms are not playing with that topic. They are not playing. No parent wants to drop their kids off at a school where that was happening. Some parents were saying stuff like, how do we know that he was alone or working alone or someone else didn't or whatever? I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm pissed off. I'm ticked off. He better not get let out of jail. All kinds of stuff. He goes, then Treadwell let him off. Right. So the charge of domestic terrorism was dropped. There was a big article in the Reformer. It was totally ridiculous. She wrote, he went from calm and civil in the first video to that crap online. Like, wow, dude. Yeah. Like when he got arrested on New Year's Eve, people were even writing in the comments, hey, that's how you do it. You're getting arrested. Don't act crazy. You just get arrested, act calm and cool. People are actually sticking up for him. Shout out, Crystal Crandall. Says, I watched that all unfold in the panhandling group. It was wild. He goes, that dude is a moron. Yep. So we all watch it unfold. We don't know what's going to happen next. Totally ridiculous. He goes, what the fuck? They let him out. Give me the boot. He goes, dude's got a record in his old state residence. Man, people are going crazy on this one. He goes, dude, that's such a serious crime. Treadwell should be ashamed of himself. I know. And this is why I'm not going to speak on it, because I haven't done my research about the ins and outs of what's happened so far with that case. I'm personally mad about it, and so I'm not going to say anything else about it. We're going to move on. So we are activating in Brattleboro. Real Progress is an official PAC in the state of Vermont. We are able to take donations. We are able to make moves, organize people politically. We are going to be sending emails out and then creating a list for voters and people who want to get involved and get some of the crap out of town. We are going to endorse candidates. We are going to campaign for candidates. We are going to get some work done so that March 4th vote, all of us who are in here will be able to mobilize, get down to the town vote, and take this town over. We're tired of it, okay? A bunch of activists are not going to be leading us down the tubes, okay? We are not going down the toilet because people want to pull this woke, groovy crap so that they can all have safe injection sites and make completely wrong decisions for us that none of us want. It's not going to happen. So in other news, today over in West Brattleboro off Marlboro Road, there was a truck that caught on fire in the middle of the road. Brattleboro Fire Department, Brattleboro Police Department responded to the call, and the car, I got there in time to see the whole car engulfed, blowing up, and watch Captain Schmidt of the Brattleboro Fire Department get a chance to unwind a hose and get over there and put the fire out. All the footage, I just uploaded it to Planet Hank on Facebook, Brattleboro News on YouTube, and y'all can go check that out. And make sure that when you're watching a Brattleboro News video that you say thank you to your first responders. Thank you to the Brattleboro Fire Department, and specifically Captain Schmidt, for getting super close to that fire. Like, if that car had some sort of explosion or whatever, man, he was right in harm's way. People were already telling me, they were like, wow, you were too close to that. I was worried for you when they saw the video. But so make sure that you go over it, you watch that video, and say thank you to your fire department. Huge shout out to the Brattleboro Fire Department for everything they are doing. They are out right now dealing with overdoses, problems in our town, everything like that. And a big part of real progress is supporting our first responders who deal with so much. So here's what happens. Okay? Here's what happens. Marco, my dog, had his surgery. His surgery went yesterday. So today, we can put dog emojis up, but he will not be coming to get a treat on the show. He had ACL surgery on his knee. He is on a lot of medication right now. He is very unhappy. He has to wear a cone. He is on his couch, and he is not feeling the best. I am super sad about it. We had a very long night last night. He can't get up on the beds. He has his own. Okay, so if people don't know, he has his own bedroom in my house with his own bed. He has a whole bed, like a freaking queen-size bed. And so he can't get up on the bed by himself, especially if he has his cone on. So every time I hear him moving around, I have to go and pick him up and put him on his bed. With that being said, we've got Marco's Munchies for sale. They're $10 for a bag of 10. Marco's Munchies, the #1 dog treat in all of Brattleboro. Huge shout out to Marco. We all hope you get better, buddy, and are feeling better. Real Progress is an official political action committee PAC in the state of Vermont. I'm super, super impressed with myself for pulling this off. Thank you for everybody for so much support and all the supporting comments. Look out for the article that I put into the Reformer coming this week. Look out for some emails from me. Consider donating to Real Progress so that we have the power we need financially to help push our ideals and make the changes in the town that we're all in here all the time discussing. Thank you very much for everybody. She said the cone of shame. I know. He's so mad about it. I feel so bad putting it on him. Again, Brattleboro News Recap Show. I absolutely love doing this show with you guys every single week. And as they're complaining about me and bitching about me, just remember. Thank you, everybody, for always sticking up for Hank, for always sticking up for Brattleboro News, Real Progress, sticking up for the message, watching me grow, watching me progress myself, and evolve. The evolution of Planet Hank is out there, and again, I love doing this show with you guys. I'll see you on the street.